Macbeth and the spirits. That night the witches were in their usual place, where they were soon joined by the goddess Hecate. She was angry with them because they had spoken to Macbeth. "You've been playing with Macbeth," she screamed at them. "You've been making promises to him, and he believes you. Who gave you permission to do that? Why did you do it without asking me first? You were wrong to do anything without asking me first." The witches were afraid of Hecate because she was very powerful. "Listen to me," Hecate said. "Macbeth will come to you in the morning. He wants to know his future. This time you must do as I tell you." Macbeth went out in the morning to meet the three witches. When he found them, they were standing over their cooking pot. One of the witches threw a toad into the pot, and they all laughed. "A toad, yes, a toad," the others cried. "That's good, a toad. We'll put that in." Then they began to sing, and they stirred the contents of the pot. "Round and round and round, about, wicked staying in, good staying out. By the feeling in my thumb, something wicked is about to come." Macbeth looked at the witches with disgust. "What are you doing?" he asked. "What kind of magic is this?" "We can't tell you," one of the witches replied. "I have come here," Macbeth told them, "to ask you something. You must tell me the truth." "Ask us your question," the first witch said. "We will answer," the second witch said, "if you don't trust us." The third witch said, "Our masters will come to answer your question. Would you prefer that?" "Call your masters," commanded Macbeth. "I want to see them. Call them for me now." The witches stirred their cooking pot and spoke some magic words. Suddenly Macbeth saw a head floating in the air in front of him. Macbeth began to speak. "Tell me, wherever you are." "Don't speak," the witches shouted. "Listen, but don't speak. He knows what you want." The head began to speak. "Macbeth, be careful of Macduff. That is my message. It's enough." Then the head disappeared. The witches spoke some more magic words, and a second spirit came. The second spirit had this message for Macbeth. "Macbeth, be brave and laugh to scorn the power of man. No man or woman born can hurt Macbeth." The second spirit disappeared. The witches spoke their magic words again, and a third spirit appeared. The third spirit said, "Macbeth will never be defeated until Birnam Wood comes to Dunsinane Hill and fights against him." Macbeth considered the three messages of the spirits. "They say that I should be careful of Macduff," he thought. "But Macduff is a man, and they say that no man born of woman can hurt me, so that must mean that Macduff can't hurt me. They say I can't be defeated until Birnam Wood comes to Dunsinane Hill to fight me. No one can command a wood to fight, so that must mean that I will never be defeated. These messages give me courage." "You have done well," he told the witches, "and I am happy with what you have told me. But there is one other thing I want to know. You told Banquo that his children's children will be kings. Is that really true?" When they heard this question, all the witches shouted, "Ask no more, ask no more." Macbeth became angry. "I must have an answer," he shouted. "Tell me the truth. Will Banquo's family be kings after me?" The witches stopped dancing. Then they sang together, "Show the future, break his heart. Then we witches will depart." Macbeth looked, and out of the cooking pot he saw a figure appear. It was Banquo. Then he saw a line of kings standing next to Banquo. All of the kings had the same face, and they all looked at Macbeth. Banquo smiled at Macbeth, and then he pointed at the kings. Slowly the image disappeared. Macbeth put his head in his hands. He was in despair now, so it was true what the witches had said before, that Banquo's family would be future kings of Scotland. "All my crimes for nothing," he thought. "Banquo's family will be kings after me, and one will remember Macbeth."